I know you just got done playing and probably want to catch a shower, so I'll keep this brief. I'm the GM of the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're picking ninth in the upcoming draft. We love what we saw in you and want to ask you some questions to see how well you'd fit in with us. Question number 1. I feel like we have a really solid point guard in Ricky Rubio, but I would be remiss to not look at all available options in the draft. How do you think you compare to Ricky?
Well, just like everyone else, I've only seen highlights of Ricky. I really think we could learn a lot from each other and ultimately would help us to both become better players. How that works with your roster, I guess that's for you to figure out.
Interesting. Next question. Minneapolis is truly a beautiful city, but are you aware of just how brutally cold the winters are? We have freezing cold, we have snow, we have it all. I've seen players walk in telling me that nothing can stop them, only to be defeated by the weather. The gosh darn weather. Can you deal with these types of adverse conditions?
Man, I was born and raised in cold weather. This ain't nothing. If there's one thing I've learned in life, is that when the weather gets cold, it's basketball time. That's my favorite time of the year.
Thanks so much for your time. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but we would be ecstatic if you're still on board when it's our turn to pick. Good game out there tonight, son. I'm the GM of the Kings, and I must say, I was impressed with your performance. We have the 7th pick in the draft and are narrowing down our list of draft targets. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. We realize that here in Sacramento, we don't have the appeal of a Los Angeles or a New York or Chicago. We tend to look for players who would be proud to be part of this organization, someone who can really take pride in being a member of the Sacramento Kings, someone who's willing to spend their entire career as a member of the Kings. Are you that person?
Yeah, I would be honored to be a member of this organization. From everything I've seen, you guys have a rabid fan base out in Sacktown. I'd love to be a leader on this team for the next decade.
Let's see, one more question, if you don't mind. How did you feel about your game tonight? What stood out to you?
Great, man. I feel great. I really feel like I put my talents on display out there. When you guys go back and watch the tape, I think you'll realize what you'd be getting in me. A future all-star, no doubt, baby.
Great answers. I really think you'd fit in great with us. Here's hoping we're able to draft you with our pick.
Well played out there tonight. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the GM of the Trailblazers. We have the 10th pick in the draft and are interested in your talents. We just want to pick your brain a little before we decide. Let's get to it. Aside from a few veterans, this is a very young team. We're bringing in a lot of young talent this offseason, and it won't be easy to get this team back into the playoffs immediately. Are you willing to take your lumps as a team in order to grow as a core along with all the other young talent the Blazers have?
Yeah, I'd like to think that I have the mental fortitude to grow together as a team. You don't see teams as young as the Blazers get to the top without some growing pains, so I'm prepared for that. But really, I'm excited to be a part of a new era here and would love to help bring Portland back to the top of the league.
All right then, one more. This question is a tough one to ask, as there really isn't a right or wrong answer. Over the last couple of years, we've had entire seasons washed out by insurmountable injuries. As a franchise, we're becoming more conscious on injury histories and what that means for our draft picks. What can you tell us about your injury history and, more importantly, your ability to play through pain?
I've been pretty healthy my whole life. I'll suffer some twists, some sprains, typical kid stuff. The important thing is that I never let it bring me down or hold me back. It's never stopped me from going out and doing what I've wanted to do.
Okay, I think I've heard all I needed to hear for now. You're definitely someone we can use on our team. Now we just need you to be available when it's our turn to pick.
Good evening and welcome to the 2013 NBA Draft. For 60 of the world's most talented and dedicated young players, tonight marks the culmination of years of hard work as their dream of playing in the NBA moves closer to reality. To all of the fans watching around the world and to those here with us tonight, thank you for joining us. And now to the task at hand. With the first pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select
Anthony Bennett of Toronto, Canada, and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
With the second pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select
Victor Oladipo of Indiana University.
With the third pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Otto Porter from Georgetown University. With the fourth pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Bobcats select Cody Zeller from Indiana University. With the fifth pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Alex Len from the University of Maryland. With the sixth pick in the 2013 NBA Draft,
the New Orleans Pelicans, yes, the New Orleans Pelicans,
select
Nerlens Noel from the University of Kentucky.
With the seventh pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select the point guard from Eastern Michigan University.
Off the new places, I got a feeling I could win this race. I found my pace. The only thing that you could do for me is please stay about my way. Don't come around my way.